Please, anytime that you cannot see the screen, you can always type it on the WhatsApp, because I'm with my phone here and I'm always looking at the phone more constantly than the. So you can always type maybe on the WhatsApp also, so that I can also pay more attention to that. So thank you so much for. So let me start it up again. Let me just assume that we were not seeing what I did earlier. So let me start it up again. So we want to go with the installation of XAMPP right now. Want to install XAMPP. All we needed to do now, we just search for XAMPP. See what I type. I just type the name, the XAMPP. Then I click on enter on my keyboard. Then I will have this website come up. Once I have this website come up like this, I will click on the website. Just take this step by step that I'm just giving you now, so that you'll be able to do it on your own. Then as I've clicked on the website, the first website that I saw, I will then scroll down just a little bit. You see where they will tell you download, click here for other versions. Then I have here now download XAMPP for Windows, you have XAMPP for Linux, XAMPP for this. So for me, I'm using a Windows operating system now, so I will click for Windows. So as I've clicked for Windows now, it will tell you now your download will start automatically. If it does not, click here. Then I click here because my one has not started downloading. So I will click here. So let me check whether, okay, you can see my one has started downloading. See, my one has started downloading. That start downloading. So all I needed to do now, for the fact I have it on my system, I might not be able to. Okay, for just the purpose of this class, I might allow it to download properly. So after I finish downloading this XAMPP, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go and download WordPress, so that I will have my WordPress and I will have my XAMPP already downloaded into my system for me to run the installation. So as the XAMPP is downloading, let's go and download WordPress. So I will go to a new tab. I will search for WordPress. I can say .org. I will do WordPress.org. I will click on enter. WordPress.org. So you can see, once I click on WordPress.org, it takes me to this WordPress interface. So I will click on what? Get WordPress. Get WordPress. As I click on Get WordPress, it takes me to this place. Then I will scroll down a little bit. Then it said what? Download and install it yourself. Download and install it yourself. You see where it is written? Then I'll click on that. Download. I will click on downloads now, so that it will start downloading. You see that WordPress have started downloading also. I've started downloading WordPress also. So I have to run this to download now in order for me to. This to download now will be going on right now. So I'll be waiting for the to download now to finish. I'll be waiting for the two downloads. How did you get here? If you are just coming now, then I don't know, help us restart all over again. It's showing now. Please, if you are coming now, know that you are going to watch the video later. So if you are just coming now, know that you are going to watch the video again. So because if you are telling me now that how do I get here, that means you are just coming now, and definitely you watch the video again and you definitely know how I was able to get here. Okay, so let me check how this video, how both of them are downloading. Okay, so we're about to have the full download now. Okay, so there is another thing now. Since we are the two are almost downloading, we are almost done with the downloads. There's another thing we need to do in order for this installation to go properly. For this installation to go properly, we need to do one more thing. And that one more thing is that you come to your system. I know you can see my system very clear. So you come here now, where you have your type here to search. You will type for user setting, user setting. You see where they say what? Change user account control. You see where they wrote change user account control. You see where they wrote change user account control. Then you click on it. Once you click on that place, they wrote change user account control. Everyone's system will be here. It will be always be in the middle here. It will always be in the middle here. So you'll be the one that will drag it from here, bring it down. Understand me very well. It will always be here, either here or at the center here, because this is more like an antivirus to every system. So once it's here, you bring it down. You'll be the one that will drag it down to here. You see I'm dragging it down. I'm dragging it up again. I'm dragging it down. So you just have to drag it down. Then you drag it down. Once you drag it down, then you click on OK. So what you did now is more like the antivirus that would have disturbed your XAMPP from running. You have deactivated the antivirus from disturbing your XAMPP from running. So that's what you just did now. You have been able to say to this antivirus that you want your XAMPP to run properly, so that the antivirus will not disturb your XAMPP from running. So that's what we just did now. Okay. So once I've done that, all I need to do now is to run my installation, to run my XAMPP. To run my XAMPP, that's the only thing I have to do now. So since my XAMPP has finished, let me go to downloads. Let me go to my downloads. You can see now, see the XAMPP file. See the XAMPP file. All I needed to do now is to double click on this XAMPP file. I'll double click on the XAMPP file. It's loading. Okay. You see what this XAMPP file will bring for you? It said important because an activated user control this on your system, some functions of XAMPP are possibly restricted. This can only happen if you don't do what I told you to do. This user account control is the previous thing we did. We brought it down. So for those that might not be able to bring their own down, you might have this issue. So, but if you bring your own down, this issue will not have. But it will always tell you this thing now, whether you bring it down or you didn't bring it down. This message will always pop up. Even though it pop up now, you just do okay. Once you have done with what I told you to do, then it said next, you do next, you do next. For me, it will not allow me to go further because of what? I've already run this installation on my system before. I have this installation done on my system before. So it might not allow me to go further, but all you needed to do was just next until you get to the end part of it. Then once you get to the end part of it, you just run your installation and nothing more. So the reason why you are seeing it now, it is telling me now that a file, a selected folder is not empty because please select a different folder. It's because I have already run this installation before. So that's the reason it's telling me this. But okay, for the purpose of this class, let me delete the folder now and do it again. But I don't want people to maybe have, let me delete the folder. But since we are in a class now, some people might go and start doing this thing now. That's the reason I would have not. But let me delete it and run the installation properly so that everybody will see how the installation can be run. So just a minute, let me see if once the file is being deleted properly. So I want to ensure that we meet up with our time. This is already wasted. Okay. This wasting time. Okay. Okay. Let me check whether we still have it. XAMPP is still here. Delete now. So, although I have a separate video already that talks more on how to run installation of XAMPP on the YouTube channel also. So you can also check out that video. I just wanted us to delete this now so that you also see how you can run the installation, because most people now, if you don't do it presently now in their face, they might not be able to do it. That's the reason I just have to delete this one now to see if we can be able to just do it together now. But I don't know why it's taking this much. Continue now. First nine. Oh. This one should not take this much time now. Oh. Let me check. Let me check if the WordPress has been downloaded. Okay. The WordPress has been downloaded also. So what is holding us now is the XAMPP file. If we have this XAMPP file download uninstalled properly, then we can be able to, like the way it's taking this time, I'm not sure we are going to. The uninstallation is taking time. Okay, so successful. We have been able to uninstall the XAMPP file completely. So I'm more like you now that don't have this XAMPP file on your system. So just the same way you don't have the XAMPP file on your system now, that is the same way it's applicable to me now. So just the same way I was able to download it, then I will go to my downloads. I will go to the download of my system. Then I have the file here. I'll double click on the file. I'll double click on the file on my system. Then it will load this way. It will show me this pop-up. I've already done my user account control, so I've already reduced it. So I will do next. You see now, I'm going, because of what I've uninstalled the other one. So the installation is now working. So I'm running the installation right now. So this is how to run the installation. Very easy. Just click to the end. Your installation is being run. So there is a time we will be talking about going live. We'll be designing live. Maybe at the end of this training, we'll be using live hosting. So we should just get ready in terms of, because you don't design a website for a client using XAMPP. You don't design a website. The designing with XAMPP is for those that just want to maybe practice, or those that are learning. So if you're going to design for a client, running out of time, upgrades. I don't need to upgrade this now. Come on. So this is more like for practice purpose. That's when we are using this XAMPP. So we are going to go into a live host as anytime soon. So we're going to a live host. I will teach you how to get a live host, and how to be able to host your website also, so that you have your website hosted live. So let's just wait some minutes. I don't know why this XAMPP is taking time, but it's just one time installation, then we are done with it. Our time is not there. And this, okay, so in case this thing now maybe kick us out in next 30 minutes, because one thing about what did they call it, Zoom meeting, in 30 minutes or in they will just kick us out of the meeting. Remaining 80 something minutes. Okay, so let's just hope. But in a situation where they think kick us out, that means now we enter again for the meeting again so that we can finish off this installation this night and know that we start up the design the next class. So if you can hear me and you can see everything happening properly, can you type I can hear you so that we know that I'm not talking to myself right now? Can you type I can hear you? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. So the XAMPP installation is the thing we are waiting for right now. The XAMPP installation is what is taking our time right now. We hope it's done fast so that we can be able to continue. So most of us now, we don't know the value of what we are learning here. Let's say, for instance, now I tell any of us now that I'm going to give you maybe 800,000 naira. It might sound as if I'm going to give you something. In fact, most of you now, you can even tell everybody that this guy is my savior, this guy is the guy that gave me this. But what I'm teaching you is something that can give you this over and over again. So let me just show you a client that we sent this proposal to. This is my chat with one of the clients this client based in UK. So this is the proposal we just sent. Let me open the proposal so that you can be able to see. You can see our company name prepared by Odyssey Junior Agency. So let me take it to the place where we talk about the payments. So what can you see in the screen? If you can see the amount for the project, type what you can see on the type. Let me see whether you can see it very clear. Type what you can see. Type what you can see. What is the amount you can see there? Am I sure people are seeing what I showed there? Okay. Okay, 850K, 850K. Okay, so this is what will be collected just to design WordPress websites. This is what will be collected to design WordPress websites. This thing now was submitted on 31st. Although I don't have to show every of my chart, but with the client, but I just have to. So he said, well, thank you, though this is your cost, right? I said, what will WordPress charge? I told him that the custom theme, that's what we pay for in WordPress, so the price is included. He said, what about ongoing maintenance? So I was able to explain to the clients about ongoing maintenance. So this is what you are learning. This is what you are learning. So what you are learning is it's more like someone is giving you what can be able to. It's just more like the person is giving you the money per se. You know, if I don't give you the cash, it seems that when somebody give you cash, that's when the person is doing something for you. And some people prefer give me fish instead of giving me give me fish instead of teaching me how to fish. Do you understand? But what we are doing now is what anybody can use and fish for themselves. But most people, they don't know the value of what we are doing until they see other people making use of it. So, and most of us now, you know what is minimum wage right now. Just imagine now you are able to maybe in a month or maybe even in a year, you're able to get one client now that should pay you this amount. Maybe you should be able to have this type of, a client that will pay you just 850,000 naira just to design WordPress websites. In the minimum wage, you know what it is now. Some people now in a full year they can't be able to get this, and I can tell you now within a week, this is e-commerce website that we are about to design. This is a functional e-commerce website. Everything that is here is just a pure e-commerce website. First of all, the marketplace, the secure payment gateway, which is we are going to use Paystack, the digital product delivery, automated product delivery, messaging, admin, all these things now are just normal things anybody can do with WordPress. This is just pure WordPress website design. So, but most people now, they think that until when they learn how to code, how to do drag and this thing, that is the time they can make money with it. So, but nevertheless, life is about choice. So I will give you the opportunity to learn. It's left for you now to take it serious and then make use of it the way you want. I can even show you there's another client also. I don't know whether I have that proposal on my system. I'm showing you this now to show you that all this thing you are doing. Okay, this is another proposal, and this one now. See this one now. See the proposal for this. This one now is total of. The other one now, we are not going to host their website now. They already have a hosting company. So this one now, this one now don't have a hosting company, and the total cost was 1.2 million. And this was submitted on the 7th of July. I'm showing you everything so that you know that this thing now is not, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. So most of you now, you don't believe until you see. Don't be those people that will not believe until they see you. Everything is possible. Okay, so we are finished with the installation right now. So all I need to do, finish. So congratulations, we are done now running our installation. We are done now running our installation. So as you have done now, all I need to do now, I will click on the first two starts. The first one starts, the second one starts. That is the only start I have to click on. These two start now. The start one, the start two. That's the two start I have to click on. That is the only two start I have to click on. So guys, it just remains 1 minute and 24 seconds in this training for in regards to how Zoom do their meeting. So I'm not going to continue now, or I will close this particular training now, and I will start up a training again. I will start up the meeting again immediately so that we can have another 30 minutes now. So what I will do now, instead of me now start continue now in the next 1 minute, it's not going to make sense, so that you guys now will understand everything. I will not rush everything. So I will end this call now and start it up again. And maybe I will share the link again now to the WhatsApp group now. You join again so that we continue. I don't know if you got what I'm saying. Can you type I got you so that we know you understood what I'm saying? I want to end the call now so that we start up again from where we stop. They just told me we have 1 minute to finish. Like their normal time now, we are using the free version. We have the free version. Okay, so let's end the call now. Let's end the call right now. Okay, so let me continue. Let me get the WordPress file now. Let me do it again. Let me do the WordPress file again. So I'll go to my WordPress. Let me extract it to this download site. Double click on it to open. Then extract to a specific folder. Then let me extract it to my downloads. Let me see if we can have it here. I'm not seeing it here. See here now. me search for WordPress. Okay, see it here. So WordPress. Okay, so see the WordPress file here. So I have to copy it now to my desktop. Let me copy the WordPress file to my desktop. Let me paste it here. The Zoom app is not working. Okay, so I've pasted the WordPress file here. Once I click on it now, you see that we already have the WordPress file here. So what I need to do now, I can rename this WordPress file to maybe Odyssey Junior. I can rename it to Odyssey Junior. So pay attention now. I'm going to tell you this is the process at which you are going to run the installation of this WordPress file. The first step now is that I will copy this. You see now, this is the WordPress file I got from the download. We downloaded it from online, so I brought it here. So I needed to do now, I click on this WordPress file, copy it. Once I copy it now, then I'll come to my system where we have what? Most of us now, you just go to your PC where we have the PC. Then once you're on the PC, then you click on local disk. Click on local disk, double click on the local disk. After you have double click on local disk, then it will bring out these files. In these files now, you see where they wrote XAMPP. Double click on the XAMPP. Then as you double click on the XAMPP, you see where they wrote htdocs. Double click on the htdocs. Then you paste the WordPress file that you downloaded, or you copy it. You just paste the WordPress file here. Then the installation is about to be completed. You just paste the WordPress file here. So I'm waiting for it to be pasted here. Please, if you don't understand this, you just have to watch this video and just go through the video again so that you can understand this thing. Okay, so once I'm done with this, then the next step I have to do now, I will just go to my browser. I'll go to my browser. After I've pasted the WordPress file in my local disk, then I'll come to my browser. I will search for localhost /php myadmin. Localhost /php myadmin. Localhost /php myadmin. Please, the training, please record the training. I'm recording it already. So we do what? We go to the browser and we type localhost /php myadmin, then enter.
You hear me?
Localhost /php myadmin. Localhost /php myadmin. Then it will bring you to this interface. Then once you bring this interface, all we needed to do, we click on add new. We click on new. We want to create new database in order for this our website to work. Remember, this is for localhost. This is not for a live hosting. We are just doing this one now so that we can use this localhost for our practice purpose. By the time we are done with maybe learning, then we can migrate to live hosting where we are not going to do these things we are doing now. This process we are taking now, we might not have to take it when we are going for a live host. Then I will click on what? New. As I click on new, remember the name I named my database. This was my database. This was the name I named the WordPress file, Odyssey Junior. So that is what I will come here and add. I'll just write Odyssey Junior here because that was what I used as my database name. I will not do any other thing. I will just click on what? Create. Then my database has been created, and you can see, once you look at this side now, you can see the database is among what is here now, among the files that are here. So once I'm done with that, I will go to a new tab. Then I will click on localhost. I will type localhost slash that my database name, which is ODC Junior. ODC Junior. Then I click on enter. I will do localhost slash my database name, which is ODC Junior. Then we'll just wait for it to load. We're waiting for it to load. Please, you just have to watch this video, and then by soon now, once we start with live host, we are not going to you will not need this process now to go through a live host. Live host will just give you everything. So congratulations, we are at the end. We are getting to the end of this class in terms of running installation. So you can see now, this is the way it will be. It will just tell us now which language we want to select. We select English, then we do what? Continue. Then it will bring this interface for us. Now then we say, let's go. We don't want to wait. Then come here now, it will ask you for your database name. Pay more attention here. Pay attention here. It will ask you for your database name. Remember, the database name we used was ODC Junior. That was what we renamed that WordPress file. Then the username, the universal username for every database is known as root. The username for every database is known as root, and it does not have password. There is no password for it. No database has a password. The username is root, while the database name is the database name that you used previously. Then you do what? You submit. Look at it very well so that when you are doing your own, you don't have a mistake. You are not going to make a mistake. Then you submit. Then it will tell you run installation. Then you run installation. So you can see now. Then you write the name of the website you're about to design. I'm about to design tutorial websites. Websites. Okay, the username. Maybe the username can be admin. I can use admin. I don't want to use all this original so that it will not seem as if it's only this original that we can use. Okay, so this password, I can use this password. Let me just save this. I use this password. Then email. I can use any email. ODC Junior at gmail.com. So discourage search engine, because what you are using is not a live hosting, so you have to discourage search engine. You don't want search engine to look at this your website because you are just doing tutorial. Then you do what? Install WordPress. You do what? Install WordPress. So just a minute, we see that the installation will be run properly. The installation will be done. Okay, congratulations. You see, success. WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Then we click on what? Login. Then we log in to our WordPress. We log into our WordPress. So this is how we can be able to now at this point in time. Now I can be able to off my data and still be designing. I can off my data right now and start designing with this platform now. Because of what? I'm using a local host, which can allow me to be able to design without the internet. So that is the beneficial part of this local host. So I always like my dashboard to be neat. So look at what I click on, screen option. Then I'll click on all this so that my dashboard will be neat. My dashboard will be neat. So I don't want this video to be lengthy. So I just want us now to be able to, first of all, go and do this thing I've done, run your own installation. Then in the next class now, we start up with the proper design. Please try as much as possible to be on time. This is the only time that we are going to have 2 times, maybe a session that will be longer than the normal sessions. In the next session now, we are not going to have this type of long session. So we start up with design properly. No time to waste, please. Okay, so that is all for this video. I don't want this video to be lengthy. As I said earlier, we already have the other one, which is 30 minutes plus this one now, so that people can be able to do this by themselves. If it is too long now, most people will not be able to do this. Please, any mistake you make, it will be hard for you to be able to run this installation. Just follow the way I did it. You saw I did it. There was no error. There was nothing coming up because of what? If I do this thing now 10 times, I will get it 10 times. There's no magic about it. It's just you doing the right thing. Just watch the video over and over again. Then you can be able to do it also. So thank you guys for coming, and see you in the next class. Bye for now. Okay, sorry if you have a question. If you have a question, I usually didn't even pay attention to that. If you have a question, let me just take 1 or 2 questions so that we'll not just end the class without a question. But I thought the installation is just the only thing you have to do. But if you have a question, let me hear your question. Any question? Any question? Okay, so I was right. Okay, guys. If there is no question, so we have to close for the night. So let's see. Okay, someone dropped the question. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Ayo, Mike. Okay, thank you guys. See you later. Please, are we going to notify for the next class? Sure. At the group chat, at the group chat. Once you are at the group chat, we always drop a message regarding to the next class. The next class, we just have a 1 day to the next class. We are not going to have class tomorrow. The next tomorrow, after tomorrow is for practice. Then the next day is for class. We always have class a day after the day we have class. So we'll be notified about the next class. So it's not, we always be notified. Okay, guys. So I think there's no more question. There's nothing else. See you guys later. Bye. So drop your message at the group chat. Let me see how you felt about the class today. Drop it at the group chat. Then I will be drawing the video once I'm done with the video. So let me stop the recording now.